All right, let's take a look at how the DTV transition can make us safer. I'm here with Richfield, Minnesota Fire Chief Brad Svim and also Hennepin County Sheriff Rich Stanek. Thank you to both of you for joining us today. Sheriff Stanek, you helped coordinate rescue and recovery operations of the I-35 bridge collapse in Minneapolis. Tell us how, in a case like that, frequencies made available by the transition can help you and your colleagues do your jobs better.
Well, Christiana, freeing up the analog broadcast channels, as we're doing for the transition to digital TV, will help public safety efforts, local police, local fire, doctors, paramedics, to be able to do their jobs better. At the scene of a crisis or an emergency like the I-35W bridge collapse, a catastrophic tornado, fire, crash on the highway, local law enforcement, police, fire, doctors need to be able to communicate effectively and immediately with each other. Freeing up this spectrum, these analog channels for public safety, will be a big step in the right direction to be able to do that.
And how about you, Chief Svim? You work with firefighters who deal with a whole host of emergency situations every day. What do you see as some of the benefits to your operations as far as these freed up frequencies are concerned?
Christiana, fire agencies, along with our police and EMS colleagues, often are responding to multiple events at the same time. Having additional frequencies so each incident can be on its own dedicated frequency is going to make communications much smoother, less confusing for the responders out there, which in turn is going to provide better service for the folks out there.
And what do you say to people who feel like this change is kind of unnecessary?
Effective communications are critical for good emergency response. Our citizens, I think, have come to expect and certainly deserve the best response possible. This is going to speed up dispatching of emergency vehicles to scenes. It's going to make communications much clearer for everybody. EKGs for heart attack victims can now be transmitted to the hospital for someone having a heart attack in their own bedroom. Better treatment there. The list goes on and on.
Sheriff Stanek, any words of encouragement for anyone who's kind of skeptical about this whole DTV transition?
Sure. Well, Christiana, I mean, we live in an ever-changing world. Technology, as you know, is a big component of that. Law enforcement, public safety, police, fire, we're trying to use technology to our advantage in order to help the citizens and the residents of our communities. There are a number of different examples out there in which we've been asked on a regional basis to respond. 140 public safety agencies from local, county, state, federal came and responded in those few minutes, hours, days, and weeks following the I-35W bridge collapse. We were able to a large part, communicate with each other effectively, efficiently, to prevent any further injuries or loss of life, and that goes a long ways. And that's what really this transition to the digital broadcast will allow us to do.
Chief Svim, any final thoughts?
Piggybacking on what Sheriff Stanek said, that our responses are also now becoming national or nationwide. We look at folks from every state were sent to help at Katrina. At the World Trade Center, many agencies responded. We look at the wildfires in the West. So our responses are, besides regional, are becoming nationwide, and this system will help tie those communications together to make those more seamless events.
All right. Thank you both.